Well, folks, Texas is reopened. All of it. The mask mandate? It's out of there. All the businesses will be allowed to operate at 100% capacity. I'm almost relishing the pending liberal meltdown over this because it's going to happen. Once again, the red states are doing it right. Florida's vaccine rollout has been excellent. Texas is now wide open. Meanwhile, New York's Andrew Cuomo is engulfed in a COVID death toll cover-up scandal, and that's just the beginning of his problems. Now, we've covered this clown plenty, but in the spirit of keeping it contextual, he undercounted nursing home deaths by 50%. Why? Maybe because he wanted to make himself look better. They're starting to say it was to avoid a federal probe. Well, they can certainly look forward to one now, can't they? Meanwhile, over in California, Gavin Newsom is about to face a recall election for his gross mismanagement of the state during COVID. And of course, Mr. Newsom couldn't help himself. He had some comments about Texas reopening. It's an exercise in a lack of self-awareness that only a Democrat knows. But before we get into Gavin's brain-dead commentary, we'll watch Governor Abbott announce the good news right after this quick commercial break to pay some bills. Our health and patience have really been challenged, so I found a remedy that works. 100% pure ESS 60 is incredible, and now you can buy it directly from the lab. They call it a miracle molecule because people sleep better, enjoy more energy, and mental focus with a simple spoonful in the morning. You can mix it in your salad, rub it on a steak, or even dip your bread in it. ESS 60 comes in 3 delicious organic oils: olive, avocado, and MCT coconut. This groundbreaking blend supports your immune system with powerful antioxidants and antiviral properties. ESS 60 delivers more than 172 times the power of vitamin C. It's such a powerful antioxidant that it helps neutralize free radicals to assist with detoxification. Don't wait to order your ESS 60 oil directly from the lab. You're going to love it, and it's good for pets too. Get $10 off today at www.c60evo.com/conservative resurgence. That's www.c60evo.com/conservative resurgence, or click that link in the description box.
Texas does remain the economic engine of the United States of America. Texas has been ranked #1 in the United States for business for 16 straight years. Texas has led the nation in exports for 19 straight years. And if Texas were its own country, we would now have the 9th largest economy in the entire world. And even with this past year of COVID, Texas has remained the #1 state in the United States for economic development. Yesterday, Texas received the Governor's Cup. The Governor's Cup has been received by Texas every year that I have been governor. The award goes to the state that ranks #1 in the United States for job creation and for capital investment. And Lubbock, Texas, bolstered that success with 12 Governor's Cup projects in 2020. Thank you to Lubbock and the Lubbock Chamber of Commerce. You know, that success was achieved despite COVID's impact on business operations. For nearly a half a year, most businesses have been open either 75% or 50%. And during that time, too many Texans have been sidelined from employment opportunities. Too many small business owners have struggled to pay their bills. This must end. It is now time to open Texas 100%. Everybody who wants to work should have that opportunity. Every business that wants to be open should be open.
Governor Abbott went on to say, with the medical advancements of vaccines and antibody therapeutic drugs, Texas now has the tools to protect Texans from the virus. He said we must now do more to restore livelihoods and normalcy for Texans by opening Texas 100%. Quote, "Make no mistake, COVID has not disappeared, but it is clear from the recoveries, vaccinations, reduced hospitalizations, and safe practices that Texans are using that state mandates are no longer needed." He went on to say today's announcements do not abandon safe practices that Texans have mastered over the past year. Instead, it's a reminder that each person has a role to play in their own personal safety and the safety of others. With this executive order, we are ensuring that all businesses and families in Texas have the freedom to determine their own destiny. And for a change of perspective, here's the governor of California's response. Absolutely reckless. Which of course drew this response on Twitter. Tom Elliott tweeted out, "The governor of the state with the most COVID deaths in America has some thoughts on reckless policy." You know, maybe Governor Newsom should sit this one out. I mean, he's already going to be facing a recall election since he couldn't follow his own damn COVID protocols. His gourmet meal at the French Laundry in Napa will never be forgotten. He was maskless, not practicing social distancing, and eating with members of the medical community and other friends. It's just too easy. And then you got caught pulling the same damn stunt again with George Lopez in another restaurant. It all kind of circles back to the states who had draconian lockdowns that remain a mess. The ones who took a moral yet rational approach are reopening. Funny how that pattern is emerging. Look, the left loves Dr. Fauci and obviously his advice, which changes like the passing tides. But it is not suitable for solid policy decisions. We know that. Liberal America, well, they still remain lost. Kind of funny how Abbott gave working Texans the best relief package, which was getting back to work. Overall, we're close to reopening everywhere based on the numbers. We should have herd immunity by, the end of April? Dr. Marty Makary, an epidemiologist from Johns Hopkins, wrote about his projections in the Wall Street Journal last week. On the infection mortality rate alone, which stands at 0.23%, it means that 2/3 of the country has already had the infection. Of course, we're underestimating natural immunity, and with vaccines set to hit a goal of 100 million in 100 days thanks to the Trump distribution plan, the nation could start getting back on track to normalcy. So I guess if we're so damn close, why are we in this mad dash to pass this $1.9 trillion relief bill that does next to nothing to help struggling families? Maybe that's why the media and Biden and the Democrats don't want to tell you, kind of important facts like COVID in the past 6 weeks has seen cases drop like 77%. Trump, as usual, was right months and months ago when he said this whole thing is one big blue city and blue state bailout. Most of this came by way of townhall.com. If you liked it, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, leave a comment down below. There's a PayPal link in the description box, so please put $1 in the bucket on the way out the door. I'd like to thank everybody for all your donations. They're much needed and much appreciated. Now, with all that being said, we'll see you next time.
Come on, move. Move. Easy, easy.